Hey, travelers! We're back in the backyard after 1 week in the house.
Well, how was that feeling?
It was different.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Did it feel odd? Out of place?
It felt warming, welcoming.
What was the weather even like last week? How are we going to tell if we don't have a show?
It was raining.
Yeah, good time to do it then.
Yeah. And you were gone, so I got Beth to fill in.
Yeah, nice. Yeah. Wish I was doing something fun, but I most certainly was not. So.
Well, that's life, man. Especially these days.
Yeah. What's fun?
What's fun anyway? A few things before we break into the beer. I think we probably mentioned it last week, but we did, of course, reach the goal of raising the $2,000.
That's
However,
crazy.
Yeah, right? Even over. I think it's 2,070, something like that. So even though we are, me eventually is going to, shave my beard, and Troy will shave his afro.
November 1st.
Yeah, November 1st, or at least the first week in November that we do one of these, is when we are going to do it. Whether the weather is nice.
Whether the weather
is nice or not, we will do a video about it and everything, whether beer's involved or not, I don't know. So that's when we're going to do it. However, there is still time if you would like to donate. I'll put a link below so that you can donate. Yeah, below, so that you can still donate. Even $5 is something that goes to a great cause. So
punch cancer in the face.
That's right. And since we're officially in October now, right? Oktoberfest is supposed to be over. I mean, in Germany, if it would have happened in Germany this year, it would already be over.
Yeah.
So we're going to clear out the rest of the Oktoberfest beers. Now, is it ever too late to drink Oktoberfest? Hell no. I drink Oktoberfest around Christmas.
Yeah.
If I still got some in the fridge.
Yeah.
But officially for this show, we're going to close out Oktoberfest at 3 beers I don't think we've ever had.
That should be fun
on the show.
Yeah, from 2 breweries we don't get enough of either, so this should be a fun...
Right, we kind of go all around. There's Minnesota, Wisconsin, and Michigan.
We're just really doing the upper Midwest here.
You bet.
Yeah.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. It's great. So Troy's going to crack into the Carbon 4, which is out of Madison, Wisconsin. They're in the old, is it the Ale Asylum? The old Ale Asylum brewery out by the airport. And it's super easy to get to, which is why we've probably been there more than we've been to any other brewery in Madison.
I already got a bug in my beer.
Oh, yeah. We're starting it off good.
Outside. And also, it's beautiful out today.
Right. So this is called Oaktober.
I wonder why. Is it aged in oak or something?
I don't know. It doesn't actually give me any description about it.
It's just a fun, clever name.
Yeah. It's a little higher in ABV than we normally get. It's a 6.5.
I would say Carbon 4 initially came out of the gates. I think everyone was expecting them to be very much an IPA brewery, but they've done quite a few other things that have been pretty good over the years. They've made an array of beers. They had a pretty solid ESB out. It was called like Stupid Turtle or Champagne Turtle or something like that.
Yeah.
That wasn't half bad. So I'm very interested to try this.
Actually, when you go to their place, they have some beers that you obviously can't get in the bottle or can or out anywhere in public. So that's the number one reason to go there. 2, they have some pretty dang good food.
Mm-hmm.
And then 3, the artwork on the wall is pretty crazy.
Yeah.
So just seeing the inside of the tap room is some kind of an event itself.
Yeah, I would say on the nose, I'm not necessarily getting anything crazy off this beer, but
nope. It's got that Marzen-ish.
Yeah.
It's got a little bit of
There's something in there. There's something going on here. I can't quite put my finger on. I don't know if it's maybe their hop varietals are a little off. It's not off in a bad way. Just
it's just different.
Off to style, I guess, to be more exact. So
it finishes hoppy.
Yeah,
but not like stringent hoppy. It's just got that little bit
It's got that German hop flavor. Now German hops are more earthy. They tend to be a bit more nuanced in their flavor as opposed to a lot of American hops, which are a lot more juicy and piney and just all more aggressive.
Right.
I don't know what it is about the United States, and a lot of it has to do with the terroir. But everything, our hops are just more intense than European hops. Our grapes are more intense than European grapes.
Agreed.
Yeah. I don't know.
I love European wine way more than American wine.
I love French wines way more than I like Oregon Pinots versus French Pinots. But
Hungarian wine is great. Yeah.
The Hungarians.
Who knew?
Who knew the bulk? the
Who knew?
Balkan states could produce good
Who
wine.
knew the Balkans made good wine? Got to drink it to find out. When it's free, why not?
I'd say this is a bit more stringent than most Oktoberfest I've had.
I mean, when you compare it to other beers, no.
Yeah.
But when you compare it to other Oktoberfest, yes.
100% comparing it to only Oktoberfest. It's a bit more stringent. And when you say stringent, think of like the white part in a watermelon. Like there's the green rind, there's that white part, then there's the fleshy, juicy part. That white part and how that makes you almost thirsty and kind of dries out your mouth. That's what this reminds me of. Like that stringentness.
Yep.
Yeah. But
it doesn't have that smooth kind of caramely finish that you normally get in a Marzen.
Yeah. I'd say it's not bad, though.
No.
That stringency, if nothing else, as a brewer, is sometimes a desirable effect because it makes people want to drink more.
Sure.
And, when you're in the business of selling drinks,
that's something you should be doing. Yeah, it's very important.
Yeah, you gotta keep them drinking. That should be like my whole motto in life. Keep them drinking.
Keep them drinking. We could adopt that on this show. Keep them drinking.
Keep them drinking, folks.
Keep them drinking until they can't. Yep.
Get a funnel.
That's right. So, I mean, overall, good beer.
Yeah.
If you can get your hands on it, definitely try it. This next one, I believe, is only available in the Minnesota market. It's from a place called Bauhaus. We've actually taken a bus there before. It was a nice little stop. Their brewery is kind of unique.
It's a very unique brewery. It's It's done in the Bauhaus style of architecture and art.
Right.
So they really double down. It's an old industrial space that they've adapted to that art style. So it's like, I don't know, it's a great example of what I love. Probably one of my favorite things about beer is it's really art meets science, right?
Sure.
Because there is an artistic side to beer, and there's also very much a sciencey side to beer. And I think Bauhaus really embodies that vibe better than almost any other brewery I could name in the Midwest.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, and it's you kind of have to. It's like an Americanized version of what a European brewery, you would imagine. You have to walk through this almost walled off gate kind of thing, and you go off into the back, and it's. I would recommend if you ever make it to Minneapolis, go visit.
I'd say overall Bauhaus has a really unique beer selection too, because I guess whenever I go to a city, I just assume every fancy brewery I go to is just gonna punch me over the face with IPAs.
Yeah,
there's here's more IPAs. That's what you guys like, right?
Right.
We live in a city. But when you go there and they have a lot of German styles, they do a lot of traditional styles. Of course, they have the IPAs and the.
I mean, Bauhaus, they got an umlaut in their name. How can you not do German style beer?
Exactly.
Right.
Exactly. So, I don't know. I'm always interested when they come up with new lagers.
If I recall correctly, they have a Schwartz beer too. That's pretty good.
Yeah, it's like one of their main beers.
Yeah.
I mean, who makes a Schwartz beer as a main beer?
Hardly anybody even makes a Schwartz beer, let alone their main beer.
Yeah, no, yeah, for sure. Now, this one tastes more traditional as opposed to the Carbon 4.
Right. Although you really don't get, that smooth caramely. Instead, this one is more of a...
Almost like a Seshna. It's a little lighter in color, too, if you look at it.
Yeah.
It's more yellow than
Right.
So that's probably...
I don't know if you can see it all the way over there.
4 on the SRM scale. Do we talk enough about SRMs? Probably not.
Yeah. No.
Standard referencing method.
You mention it. Shit. You mention it every now and again. Oh, it's a bumbler.
That was a big B.
Surprised they're still around.
Spooked me. I wasn't prepared for that.
He wanted some beer
Backyard.
too. Yeah. Yeah, that's...
But yeah, the SRM is the standard referencing method. It's on a scale 1 through 40, 1 being water and or Bud Light, and 40 being like Guinness.
Yep.
Yeah. So I'd say that's probably a 4 or 5. And the more traditional Oktoberfest you come, they tend to be a little lighter in the SRMs. Americans tend to up that caramel malt a little bit.
Yep.
So we get more sweet, more caramel. So
right.
I'd say this is more European-ish, right?
As far as color goes, yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, as far as taste goes...
Pretty American.
Yeah, it's pretty American. And it's obviously it's their own take on Oktoberfest.
You're going to hear
they don't even call it Oktoberfest. It's Schwantoberfest. It's... Schwandtober.
I'm sure there's a joke there I'm not getting.
Yeah, I feel like anymore, most of these breweries have a bunch of inside jokes, which is completely fine.
Yeah, you should.
I don't understand,
I wasn't there.
95% of them. You just go, huh. Unless it's a music reference, I got nothing.
Even then, I got nothing.
Yeah, I understand that coming from you. That's yeah, but that's my playground. That's where I'm at. Yeah. Good beer though. I mean, pretty on point as far as everything else that they brew.
I would even say that you could break Oktoberfest into 2 categories. You could do American and European.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. And we've had, I don't remember, I think we've had one of them on the show that was an actual import of Oktoberfest. I could be wrong. I know that I've drank some, probably posted it on Instagram, which if you haven't checked out, you should check that out.
The Insties.
The old Insties. I post a lot of beer pictures on there.
That one's probably the lightest of the 3 yet. We just keep working our way down the ladder here.
Yeah, pouring it out, that was...
I'm not gonna lie to you.
It almost looks like a full-bodied. That looks like Coors Banquet. That's what that looks like.
This is now Founders Oktoberfest. So this is the first year Founders ever made an Oktoberfest, which is crazy.
Yeah, to think about that, they would never make that style of a beer in all these years.
They've been brewing since 1987 or something like that.
Yeah, I'm not entirely sure, but
yeah, they're a pretty old brewery, and to go that long without making an Oktoberfest, especially a beer that is so in demand,
especially in the Midwest.
In the Midwest.
I mean, where are you going to find most of the Germans?
Yeah,
here we are.
Yeah, hi.
Yeah.
So that being said, not only that, but they put it into a 15-pack, which I thought was pretty cool. That's kind of Founders their shtick, is they like putting things in 15-packs. Which, if
it's like
you're
the baker's dozen of beer.
We give you 3 extra. But they only charge like $1 a beer in those 15-packs. So generally speaking, when it comes to like bang for your buck, Founders is probably one of the better breweries. So I don't know.
Yeah. This one is really close to Schwantoberfest.
Yeah.
But it finishes a little more smooth, I guess.
I would say this one has all the characteristics, all the best parts of the other 2 without their weaknesses.
Yep.
Yeah.
I would say you get, even though the body's light, I would say you get a little more of the caramely.
We just spend so much time with hazy beers these days that nothing makes me happier than seeing a clear beer. I don't know what's happening to me. I'm like reverting back.
Well, they lagered and they spent time on it, and they wanted to make a nice beer, and it looks nice. Instead of, well, it looks like orange juice.
Yeah. No, that's actually really delightful, though.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I think the 15-pack with this beer would be you could do a true Oktoberfest and drink 15 beers in one day.
Yeah.
Because that means, once again, Oktoberfest is just volume drinking.
Well, there again, it's 12 ounces.
Oh,
so
yeah. That's rational.
Yeah, that's rational, which we don't get much of. 6%. So it's about a half percent higher than you normally would get with regular Oktoberfest.
Say, Oktoberfest are typically around 4 to 5%.
Lower 5s, high 4s.
A lot of times Oktoberfest can also be called fest beers.
Yep.
Because they're the beers you drink
right.
in October. Fest.
Yeah. Next year, in theory, we're going to have regular Oktoberfest, and I'll get out the lederhosen again.
Looking good.
Yeah. I'll get Beth to put her dirndl on, and
make sure she ties her shoes before she puts that on. So.
Well, yeah, I still can't tie my shoe. I haven't gotten those leather pants, man.
Now, if you break them in, do they wear better, or is it just forever tight?
No. There's levels of tightness. You get, obviously the first year that you wear them, you're like, man, I can barely go pee in these.
I feel like I'm wrapped up in saran wrap here.
Yeah. Second year, not so bad. Third year is a lot better, so I think we're going on year 3 with...
You just got to start wearing them every day. Wear them to work, wear them to church.
Well, I can. I work from home, I probably should.
Wear them to your kids' games.
Yeah, we don't have athletic kids, so it's...
Be like that guy. There's always the one parent that wears a kilt to everything, and you're like,
I saw a show about that the other day. They were, I don't remember what the hell I was watching, but they were making kilts.
Oh, yeah.
And I thought... There's what we could do sometime.
There's a demand for kilts, huh?
Or we can do an episode where we go get fitted for a kilt.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, I mean, that would be...
they make them for everybody. Different religions, different ethnicities.
I'm not gonna lie to you, I got some pretty nice calves. I'd probably look good.
Yeah, I do too. once you get to about here, that's where it gets ugly.
There's always like, you could tell someone, you meet a skinny guy and you're like, no, I could tell you used to be fat. You got big calves.
Yeah.
Nothing like fat man calves.
I don't have fat man calves. My calves are pretty, but it's the rest of me that could have been a leg model.
Could have been a leg model. I believe it.
Yeah, you bet.
When he starts shaving his legs.
I used to, when I was in sports.
Get a wax job.
When you have to tape up your ankles as a young kid, it's better to just shave shave everything down there. Otherwise, ripping that tape off really sucks.
What's the male version of the Brazilian? Do you walk in and be like, I want a Puerto Rican?
I don't know. We should ask Beth. She's the one that's in that industry. I don't think they have enough wax for my legs, though. I'm pretty sure they don't. The whole salon that we own doesn't have enough wax.
Yeah, I had to buy my own salon so I could wax my legs.
That's right. Although I don't play really any sports anymore, so I don't.
You're just doing it for vanity at this point.
Don't have to worry about it. Yeah, I could do it for vanity. It'd be weird, but.
Well, this is Oktoberfest in a nutshell. Two dads in the backyard drinking beers, talking about shaving their legs.
Just like every other week. Although I think eventually, this week is supposed to be nice weather-wise. I'm going to have to get some plexiglass so we can sit down into the old studio eventually. Although
I've been working on that breathing.
Yeah, maybe we could get more viewers if we sat out here in parkas.
Oh yeah, I mean we could push it as long as possible.
We'll try it.
Yeah, we're northern men.
Until the equipment breaks down, we'll try it, man.
Until things start freezing.
I'm up for it. If you are, I am.
People are like, oh, it's bad weather outside. I don't like to go outside. I'm like, I grew up on a farm. There is no not going outside.
Right. We got a fire pit right over here.
We got a fire. We could have a fire.
We'll just
shift some cigars.
We'll shift everything just a little bit to the right, and we'll be just fine.
Essentially, be like that fireside chat, but it'll just be fireside drinking.
Yeah.
Yeah.
In the Midwest.
I
haven't seen anybody drinking beers outside in the winter yet.
Yet.
Well, we'll do it.
We're going to be the first.
We're going to be the first ones to do it.
It's our new shtick.
And Beth's already given the size over there because she's going to have to help out. Yeah. Look forward to it.
Well, that being said.
And then we've got Goose Island stuff to do too. Bourbon County. We're going to do that.
Oh yeah.
We've got to find some volunteers to help come drink beer with us.
Get Jake Rudka.
Jake Rudka's already signed up. He already said he would. So
Tell Andy to skip
him.
his wedding and come and do that.
Yeah. Oh, by the way, if you've made it this far in the episode, congratulations. I want to point out one thing. Andy and Robin we've had on, with us. They were boyfriend, girlfriend, and then, fiancés. They got married this last weekend.
During COVID.
During COVID.
Yeah.
So that takes a lot of guts.
Yeah.
Congratulations to Andy and Robin. We wish them the best, and when things are somewhat normal again, we'll have them on. And
I will say this. Robin's delightful. I could take or leave Andy.
Right. I agree wholeheartedly, 100%. Yep. So cheers to Robin.
Cheers to Robin. And Andy,
I guess. He's going to watch this, so it's perfect. Anyway, that's Oktoberfest, and we're going to wrap it up with that. I think I still got some pumpkin beers, so we'll
Oh, we got pumpkin beers.
Yeah, we got plenty of time for pumpkins. Pumpkin, it's the season. So
my friend shot the video when you had your dogs running around here.
Yep.
The one took a poop in the backyard. So my friend sent me a close-up video of that.
That was Penny. Yep. She's weird.
Anyway, if you spot the dog pooping.
That's right. If you can, we're not going to give you anything for it, but you can go back a couple weeks ago and check it out.
I just wanted to call it out.
Social medias, check us out, Instagram, Facebook. Of course, right here on YouTube, subscribe. We're really close to 1,000. We appreciate all that have done the subscribing already, so thank you for that. And, of course, we'll see you next week, everybody. From all of us, Prost.
Keep it real.
Hey everybody, thanks for watching. If you like what you saw, you can click down below where there's some more episodes for you to watch. And don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe on episodes that you do watch. We hope to see you next time.